And welcome back to CBN News Watch. Over the last few weeks, there's been increasing controversy surrounding the Disney Corporation publicly opposing Florida's new parental rights and education bill. The bill is set to take effect July 1st and forbids classroom instruction on gender identity and sexual orientation for children in grades pre-kindergarten through third grade, putting pressure on Disney's Florida's House of Representatives and State Senate passed a bill that would dissolve Disney World's private government, which gives it special tax privileges and other benefits. Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis signed the bill into law Friday. Trey Goins-Phillips of FaithWire.com joins us now with more on this. So, Trey, what could this mean for the future of Disney in Florida?
So it's very up in the air at this point. Obviously, the bill, like you said, was just signed into law to dissolve the Reedy Creek Improvement District. So that will go into effect June 1st of 2023. But it'll likely end up in the courts. Right now, what it would mean if it's dissolved is they would lose all of their infrastructure and tax benefits. It was established in 1967, so it's been there for many, many decades. And it gives Disney special treatment. So conservatives have been opposed to it for years, and now they saw this as an opportunity to dissolve it. So we'll see what happens. Disney is expected to challenge it legally because a 2015 bill actually said that to dissolve a special district like this that was established by the legislature, a majority vote needs to be had in the district, which would be Disney. But the new law bypasses that law. So there's a lot there, so we'll see what happens. But that's what it's looking like at the moment.
Worship leader Floyd is expected to lead a Hold the Line rally at Walt Disney World in Florida. Can you tell us more about that?
So he's already held one at the Walt Disney Company headquarters in Burbank, California. He's talked about holding one at Disneyland in Anaheim. But first, he's holding a big Hold the Line rally, like you said, at Walt Disney World on May 16th at 6 p.m. Obviously, this is probably going to be the biggest turnout because not only is Florida a more conservative state than California, for example, but also it's the epicenter of this Florida parental rights and education bill, or as many in the media and leftist groups have called it, the Don't Say Gay bill, even though the word never even appears in the legislation. So because this is the epicenter of where this bill was enacted, I'm expecting it's going to be quite a big turnout there at Walt Disney World in Lake Buena Vista, Florida.
Another story trending at faithwire.com says a new survey shows younger Americans quickly falling out of love with social media. What are some of the causes of this?
You know, I think the longer we have social media around, the more we learn about its benefits, but also the more we learn about its cons and its consequences. And some of that is issues with self-esteem. And Generation Z, younger Americans, particularly females, have in survey after survey in recent years said that it has negatively contributed to their self-esteem, particularly Instagram. There have been a few surveys talking about that app in particular. So I think some of it is just people are becoming more and more aware of how it detracts from their mental health and certainly, like I said, their self-esteem. So I think they're just kind of, getting turned on to those consequences. And those consequences are outweighing the perceived benefits. I'm not saying that they're going to go away. I don't think that's going to happen. But I think more Americans are becoming more aware. So they're giving it a second thought that they missed a couple years ago.
Indeed. Real quick before we let you go, what's on FaithWire coming up next?
So on this week's FaithWire, we're actually going to be talking with Joshua Broome about pornography. He's a former porn star. We're going to talk about pornography and certainly specifically the consequences of pornography and how to fight it in an age that idolizes sexuality.
All right. Thank you, Trey Goins-Phillips with faithwire.com. I want to let you know you can see the show on the news channel tonight at 8:30 Eastern. You can also download the CBN News app and watch it on demand.